Hey y'all, how's it going? Welcome back. So today is delivery day for the chicken coop. So the delivery driver called me just a minute ago and said he was almost here, so let's go get this thing. Alright y'all, here it is. We got it up here to the house. It's obviously still wrapped. I'm gonna have to unpack it, check for damage, make sure we don't need to file an insurance claim with the shipping company, but here it is. It's a pretty big pallet. They told me it was 1,400 pounds, so I was a little worried that the tractor wouldn't be able to lift it, but it did. So let's go ahead and start taking this plastic off and get this thing uncovered and check it for damage. Yeah, there's a chicken coop. There's a chicken coop? Yeah. Are you excited? Yeah. You want to get it? You want to put it together? Yeah. You want to help Daddy? Here, pull on this. Can you pull on that? Pull it on it. Pull on it. Pull it. Pull it. Pull this way. Pull this way. Pull it. Pull it. No, pull it this way. This way. No, not this side. We're pulling it out of here. Look, like this. There you go. There we go. Chicken coop. Yeah. Wow. Look at that. Gonna help me with this? Here, come here. I'm gonna have your hand. We're gonna hold it right here. Whoa! Huh? No, not yet. We don't have the baby chicks yet. You can't find them? No, can't find them, can we? Pull on it. Pull on it, Stella. Pull it. Keep pulling. Keep pulling. Pull, pull, pull. You get it? Keep pulling it. Good job. Hey y'all, good afternoon. Today I'm going to get these chicken coop pieces stained and get them ready to assemble. So we've got quite a bit here to do. We got these huge wall sections back here, and then all these other little pieces along in here that we're gonna have to get taken care of. So what I've done, you can see here, is I've got some sawhorses, I got some 16-foot 2x4s, and so what I'm gonna do is just lay these pieces out across the 2x4s, and this will give me the largest amount of space that I can use that's covered, so that if it rains or anything like that, I'm not, don't have an issue. So I'm just going to kind of set these pieces all along the end, or all along the 2x4s. I've got another set here that I'm going to put on these sawhorses once I get a little bit of room in here and get some of this stuff up off the floor. But the first thing I'm gonna do is get this one loaded up and then slide it over a little bit and make room for this one. I got all this set up here. I wasn't able to get everything put up. I was hoping to be able to get both of these sawhorses set up, but with the length of some of these pieces, I just don't have enough space in here. If I didn't have these big ones in here, I probably would, but I'm not gonna do those just yet. I'm gonna get these little ones done first. So this is what I've done. I've got it all set on here, and then under here I've written the part numbers. And so like right here where we've got these ones that are split, that is split which one is on which side. This 66 right there, and we have 66 over here, so I know that everything in between there is 66. And then on the next one we've got 72, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to get started staining a little bit later today, but I've got it all set up and ready to go. But I just want to show y'all what we've got, and I'll catch up with you guys when we start staining. All right, so I've never used a solid stain before, so we'll see how this goes. From what I understand, you do it just like a normal stain, so hopefully everything works well. We'll show you one trick that I use when I'm pouring out of a can like this. I always take some tape when you're about to pour it out, and you put one piece here and then one piece here. It creates a little V here, creates a nice little spout, keeps any paint out of your rim of your can, keeps everything nice and clean. All right, so here we go. Grab this, peel it off. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that rim is perfectly clean. All right, well, let's see how this does wiping it off. Like I said, I've never used solid stain before, but I believe you're still supposed to wipe it when you're done applying. Don't know how I feel about that. I'm not sure if that's the look we're going for. So I'm going to do a couple more of these, and I'll let these sit a little bit longer. I'll go a little farther before I wipe it off, and we'll just kind of see where we are after that. All right, y'all, so I've tried 3 different approaches here, and only one of them is really working well. So as I said, this is the first time I've used solid stain, and it goes on a lot more like paint than it does stain. So what I've found is, I don't know if part of it's just the relative humidity today is really low or what, but it's getting tacky very, very quickly. And so if I wipe it off right after I put it on, it's wiping too much off. If I let it sit for any time at all, it's getting tacky and blotchy. So let me kind of show you what I'm talking about. All right, so this is the first piece that I did. I've redone the top, so don't look at that. Look at the side here. So this is after wiping. So I applied it, wiped it off, and it came out pretty uneven. I don't really like the coverage. I don't like the way it looks. And then this edge here is what it looked like after applying it, letting it sit for a minute, and then wiping it off. And you can see it's also pretty splotchy. It doesn't have good coverage, it doesn't have a good texture, it just looks pretty bad. So what I wound up doing was rolling and then back brushing with just a paintbrush. And so that gave me this result, which I am pretty happy about. I like the way it looks. See if I can rotate one into the light so you can see it a little bit better. So this one looks good. I like the finish. It's pretty uniform and it looks good. And then I also tried it just with the brush, and that worked okay, but it was taking a lot more time. So I think what I'm going to stick with is rolling it on and then back brushing. I think that's going to give us the finish that we're looking for. So we're done with the first coat. This stuff is drying really, really fast. These are already dry. The stuff in the back is not quite dry yet, but it's really close. So I'm gonna let these sit for a little bit while I go do dinner with the family, and then I'll come back out here a little bit later and probably do the other side, first coat on the other side. I may do a second coat here first, but I think I'm probably gonna get one coat full coverage first and then decide if we need a second coat or not. But I will see you guys back out here for the next step. All right, so it's been about 4 hours. These have had plenty of time to dry. They're really dry, they're good to go. The can actually says it's rain ready in 4 hours, so it's definitely good. I'm gonna go ahead and get them flipped over. We're gonna do the other side. So most of these are just gonna be roof supports, and I believe these are as well. I'll have to double check that. But if they are, I'm only gonna do one coat on them. Those are also rafters down there, but they may be more exposed. I'm gonna have to check on the instructions and see if those are more exposed. If they are, then I'll probably do 2 coats on those, but I'm gonna go ahead and flip these, get everything with 1 coat, and that way the ones that I don't need up here, I can take off and we can work on something else in the meantime with the other things that need 2 coats. So that's what I'm gonna work on now, and we'll get started. slowly but surely getting this thing whooped. So I've got these big panels done, and then when I get done with these wall sections back here are the only thing that I have left to do. This little piece right here with the board sticking up is just there. It was from shipping, so that's not actually part of the coop. So that won't need to get done, but all that will. And then we've just got the Dutch door. So we're getting really close. I am so incredibly tired of staining. I've been working on this for days. I don't know exactly how many days. It's close to a week now, but we're almost done. So I can't wait. Getting the chicken coop painted for me? Is that going to be the door?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're doing a good job.
Because if I get all messy, that's okay, right?
Well, yeah, you got a little bit on you, right?
Yeah, because that's okay.
That's okay. Just try not to get it on your shirt, okay?
If I get more messy, it's okay too.
Well, if it's on your arm, it's okay. Let's try not to get it on your shirt, though, okay?
Yeah, because this is my school shirt.
Yeah. All right, y'all, so we're almost done with the staining process. Last thing I have to do are these wall sections. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing here. I did not want to do these on the sawhorses with the 2x4 stretched out because I would have only been able to get one side of these done at a time and would only be able to do about 2 at a time. So this is going to cut my staining time way down. You know, easily probably a quarter of the time that it would have taken me to get them all done the other way. So I've stood them up. I've got them sitting up on little painter's triangles so that I can get all the way to the bottom without hitting the ground. And then at the top, what I did was I've got some just little strips of wood with some screws in them. I put 2 on one side, 1 on the other, and that keeps it from shifting at all. I've got some over here that I got to redo, or that I'm going to redo, because I only put 1 screw in these, and I had to sink it all the way down onto the top of the wall section in order for them to stand up and not wobble and stuff like that. But the only thing I don't like about that is that's a fair amount of that top plate that's not going to get stain on it. So I'm going to redo those like I have these right here, and that'll allow me to get paint everywhere except right where those holes are. So because I'm doing this by myself, I don't have anybody to hold these wall sections up, so I've been using the sawhorses to kind of support them. So this is what I've been doing, just standing them up, leaning them up against there to hold both sides for me while I get the top secured. So I've just got this last one to get secured, and then I'm going to put some tape on the floor, write out what wall section it is. So we've got the numbers right here on the tops of each wall. So that'll tell me, when I'm going to assemble it, what they are. So I'm going to mark that out on the ground in front of each one, and then take those stickers off so that they're not painted over. And we'll get these last pieces stained and ready to go.